Welcome to Hot Topics with him and her. Like I said, myself, my wife Valerie Tisdale, we're here tonight. We got a special show for you guys tonight, so make sure that you stay tuned. And we got a lot to talk to you guys about. But after that, we got a special guest for you guys, so make sure you stay with us. Check us out tonight here on Hot Topics with him and her. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Hey guys, welcome back to Hot Topics with him and her. And guess who I have back in the studio with me? My lovely wife, Valerie.
Hey, beautiful people. How are you all doing? I truly, I missed you all, but I am so thankful that my amazing brother from another mother, Mr. Kenneth Thompson, Lord Jesus, I'm starting already, was able to step in and take the wheel for me while I was out due to COVID, which knocked me on my arse pretty bad. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be feeling so much better. Except now, my new health journey is this may be too much information, but I have to share it just in case I have one or two or three during the show. I am starting menopause, everyone. So I am experiencing very intense hot flashes. So I have a feeling I'm going to have a couple during this show. So if you see me fanning myself or going like this, I'm not going crazy. I'm just trying to regulate my body temperature. But I'm so glad to be back, and this is going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to our guest this evening.
Oh, now that we know that that's what that is menopause. I thought it was me. I thought I was back in the sad. I was doing things right, but like I said, it's all about what we have here tonight.
You still make me hot, baby. You still make me hot.
But guys, like we said, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We got a special guest on tonight, Mike Lee. This guy's a fitness guru, guys. So he should be in at the top of the hour at 7 o'clock. So a lot to talk about with him and his journey, where he came from. And you gotta listen to it. It's something to behold. This guy coming from where he did. I'll let it speak for itself when he gets on at 7 o'clock, guys. But like we said, it's a lot. So we're gonna start this show off with, you know what, a lot of things that we always talk about, and that's like, here we go. Uh, well, I'll let it speak for itself. When when a couple, here we go. I'm over here.
I'm sorry. While he's doing this, I'm reading some of the comments that our Ty said. Them personal summers, they get real. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Ty. Them personal summers. Hot dang. And hey, sis, I see you. Hi, Dad. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Go ahead.
Like I said, the lines are popping tonight, so they're on. Question number one tonight: when a couple separates, divorce, separates, get away from each other, who should get the mutual friends from that relationship? Now, you know what I mean? Now, I need you guys tapping on the boards. We streaming live on YouTube. We streaming live on Facebook. Twitter is in the bounce. We got it all coming. So let us know. And I see that I'm getting the feedback from all of them. So I'm going to try to put what I can on the screen, because my eyes are always popping all over the place here on Hot Topics with him and her. Now, guys, babe, let me ask you something. When a mutual couple, like, you're together, now you're not together. So let me ask you guys, what's the feedback on it? What do you think? Do you think you get to keep the friends, or, it doesn't matter?
I don't know. I think maybe whoever, because sometimes as a couple, when you have other couple friends, sometimes you may click more with one of the other individuals in the other couple than another. So maybe automatically you're going to be drawn to stay more connected with that individual than both. If there isn't a different kind of connection and you're just all four of you or six or eight or however many of you and you just all click and it's all great and wonderful, that's a tough one. I think, I don't know. Why do you have to, if you're separating with your spouse, your mate, your significant other, I don't think you necessarily have to separate with that couple that you formed a relationship with. But at the same time, it could be kind of hard for that couple to, okay, I'm talking to them about you or you talking to them about me, and maybe it at the end of the day it's going to be their choice who they choose. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not up to us. Maybe it's up to the couple, not the people that are separating.
No, I
don't know.
agree, but we all know human nature. We all know people. Now, whenever you get into that relationship stance, you get one side that said, you know what, you know, I've had it where people will be like, why are you still friends with her? Why are you still friends with him?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't get to that point in their head to say, you know what, that's them. That's whatever they do. Keep it over there, keep it moving. But I think I don't know, I think it's a maturity factor where people just don't want to let go. I mean, I don't know.
I think that's a tough one, babe. I really think that that's a hard one. I think it's a hard one for the friends. I think it's a hard decision for them to make because they don't want the couple that is separating. I'm sure they don't want them to feel like they're picking sides, but maybe the breakup, maybe the circumstance of the breakup would have something to do with how that relationship with that friend couple continues, i.e., a couple separates due to infidelity, right?
Right.
So maybe the friend couple or couples, they're going to side with the person that got cheated on and say, you know what, that other person, they're wrong, they're not, they don't have a moral compass, so we're going to go to the other team that, you know, was heartbroken and had all of this pain put on them. That could be it, possibly. If it was an amicable separation, I don't know. I really think that that's tough. I really think that that's tough.
Yeah, guys, like
I
we said,
do.
we want to get your feedback. Call in, let us know when a couple separates, who should get the mutual friends from that relationship, or should that even be a thing? There are a lot of people out there who fight for it and say, you know what, if you know, if that's my friend, you shouldn't be talking to him. There's reasons for this, reasons for that, and people always have their own, you know, their own thought process. But the fact is that you know, I don't care what somebody does on the other side. If you want to still be friends with that individual, you go right ahead. And if to me, if they're still talking about me, woo, that's power to me. I mean, I congratulate them. You know, I mean, I said, if I'm doing some good work, if I'm on y'all mind. So you know what? That's what I say. But a lot of people get affected by it. We got people on there already writing up. It says, I think mutual friends should decide on their own. Everyone is grown. I agree to a certain extent.
I agree. I agree. Absolutely. I agree with that. I still think though in some ways it's tough. I think it's tough because you like you said, and this individual said, thanks, Deb, that, you know, we're grown. Hopefully everyone is grown to where the maturity level is at that point where one isn't accusing that couple of, you know, why, like you just said, why are you still speaking to him or her?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. You got me stumped on that one. That's one of them.
Exactly. That's why I
that's
say,
a tough one.
guys, call in,
It's a
give us
tough
your
one.
shouts. We want to hear from you here on Hot Topics with him and her. That was a question for the night there, but call in if you want, 585-210-3917. Want to hear your feedback on what you think about that. We still got other topics coming up and we want to get them out because, like I said, at the top of the hour, we got a guest that possibly will be showing up, hopefully, if he doesn't have any internet problems there. But if not, the show goes on. All right, so let me ask you this now. Here's another question. And we talked about this offline. We got a call online. Let's get to the call first. I think we got him on there. Let's see. All right. Welcome to Hot Topics with him and her. Who do we have on the line?
Yes, this is Mr. Kenny Hart Prince.
Oh,
Hey.
guys, I don't know if you can hear him, but I don't, because he was on there for a minute, brother. You were on there for a minute, and then you slowly faded away. So let me see if I get you back on there. So hold on one second.
We getting there. We getting there.
Yeah.
Technology is something else. I tell you, technology is something else. It can be finicky when it wants to. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? Speaking about technology and getting finicky, I think when there are glitches like this, I think someone, we should be able to complain to someone. I don't know if it's the internet company or what, but
Yeah.
shave some cents or dollars off the bill when stuff like this happens.
Well, caller, let me do this. Let me have you. You're gonna have to type it on the board because I can't. For some reason, it's not going to the to inside the where it's going to go out to the internet so everybody else to hear it. So I'm gonna have you type it online. Yeah. So he dropped off so he could type it online. So it's a good topic, like I said, and a lot of people go through it. But you know what? We're gonna keep this party moving. He'll be typing that online, so I'm gonna display that as well. Try to answer his question. Oh, here he goes. He quick, boy. The boy got a lot of speed on his hands. Let's see. Well, one thing he did say inventory in their mind. Basically, yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, running space.
Yeah, you let them rent space in your mind
For
about
sure.
you. So hey, I'm with it. If you want to have that person as your friend, and we were friends all together, I'm good with it. I am good with it, because it doesn't affect me to one bit. And it all goes to show I must have been doing something right.
Yeah, but you know what? It can also, but what about those awkward moments? Like your friend couple's their anniversary. Who do they invite? Do they invite both? Do they invite one? How does that work?
Hey, I'm good.
My milestone birthdays. If you're connected with children, if there were any birthday parties. I mean, what about those kind of celebratory instances?
Hey, I'm good.
What does that couple do? How does that couple?
I'm good with it. Like I said, if y'all want me to come there by Zoom or Skype, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I wave at y'all. I look at y'all doing what y'all doing, and that's it. I'm good.
So you wouldn't go in person?
No. I mean, I shouldn't have to, because you know what? Because I know there might be some bad feelings because that person's there. I don't care, but I might upset them. I don't know if they're with somebody and like I said, like he said, renting inventory in their mind, it does affect people. And to me, at that point, I don't care. You do what you want to do. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it could just be so simple.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's tough. I think it's tough on the couple friend. How did they maneuver through the breakup and after the breakup with, that other couple, as a couple separating and then individually? I think I don't know. It's tough.
Oh yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. But again, I think eventually what happens is naturally the couple is going to gravitate towards one person more so than the other.
Correct.
I think. And I think that that's just a natural progression.
I agree. Now, guys, let me ask you this now. Now, here's one just for the guys. You've been dating somebody since high school. They're nice looking. They're this and that. But let's go down the road further. They're older, and beauty is just a number. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, do men prefer dating someone who's had multiple dates before them, or can a guy get away with dating a high school sweetheart? I don't know if you guys can. Now, to me, when I say dating, I mean like in a long-term relationship. And I hear there's a lot of people, and God bless you, there are a lot of people who've been together since high school. And from what I know is when you're together that long and nobody's experienced anything on the outside or whatever, that's where the other stuff comes into play. As opposed to where if you have someone that's been through, you've been through the ringer or been through, let's say, even one or two just decent relationships and just things didn't work out, at least they had someone else to gravitate towards, or someone else to have that feeling towards. Now, I did get feedback from that from a guy who said that, you know what, it's a good thing and a bad thing to have someone who's got more experience, or I don't know if that's a good word for more experience in a dating pool, or that has been had relationships as opposed to someone in high school or a high school sweetheart, is the fact that he said then you start comparing yourself to the guys that she's dated or the people that that person has dated. Oh, maybe I'm not doing this right, maybe I'm not doing that right, as opposed to if it was a high school sweetheart, you know, you feeling like, well, it is, you know, we're together, and you become comfortable. I don't know what your thought is.
I think that that's a good point. Yeah. Some insecurities may pop up because it's natural, it's human nature to compare yourself to other people, to exes. Um, but I think I'm not sure how healthy dating a high school sweetheart and remaining in that relationship is. Now, has it been done? Absolutely. Can it be successful? Absolutely. But I've said before, when you are in high school, that mindset, that emotional maturity level, knowledge, all of that stuff is way different than when you're 25, 26, 27. And sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes I think that couples will find themselves growing apart instead of growing together when they meet in high school and they remain together. I think if you're with someone that has some past experiences, you've learned from those experiences, and as a couple, you're more able to grow together. You're at a different maturity level, you're at a different spot in life. So I think there's pros and cons to every single thing. I think it's just a little bit more difficult if you're with someone since high school and, you know, that's the only person that you've been with. I think they say variety is the spice of life. And sometimes people step outside to find that variety because they've only known that one person.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, it works for some, but for others, oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. That doesn't mean that they don't stay together. It just means that it's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? As productive as, and I'm having a personal summer, babe. So I'm gonna put it back on you because it's coming with a vengeance.
While she's over here fanning, you might see her hands at the end of the screen.
Ooh, yes,
but the thing about it is
goodness.
I agree. Like I said, you know, I'd rather somebody who has a little bit more experience, because you get with someone that's, you know, a high school sweetheart. And don't get me wrong, high school sweetheart, those are the ones that you have fond memories of for when you're in high school. You did things together, you did ABCD, and now you're with someone who basically is, you know, you become humdrum, and you get used to what she does. She gets used to what you do, and before you know it, here comes the different moves. We got people writing on the board.
Yeah,
have to spice up the relationship. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think that you have to do that regardless. And I think that's difficult. That's difficult. Whether, you know, this is your high school sweetheart, or this is your third marriage, or, you know, this is your second partner in life, whatever it is, I think that you've got to spice things up. But again, that's difficult. Work, kids, you know, just, oh, wow. The pressures of life have a tendency of taking hold and are more in first place than your relationship. And I think every single couple who has been together more or longer than 5 years can attest to that. Again, whether this is your one and only, or this is your sixth partner or whatever. So I absolutely agree. You got to spice it up.
Yeah,
for sure. And that's work though.
Hey guys,
work on that.
Like I said, I love the energy that we're getting from out here, and guys, there's numbers hitting all over the board. There's different things going on. So believe me, I'm watching all over, trying to answer different things.
Communication
So
too.
like I said, they said communication
Yeah.
is the big key to a
It
relationship,
is.
and it is, and
It
it is.
is.
And you know what? Because we're coming to the top of the hour, though, we got a couple more that we want to get out here, so we're gonna do that real quick. And here's another topic for tonight: should there be a dating policy in workplaces? Now, that's
Here
hard to
I
say.
go.
That's hard to say. I think that if it's done, if it's done and there's no problems, how can you say it? Because it seems like whenever people don't get along with each other, then here comes all the drama. And when it happens at a workplace, that affects you, and then now it gets to the point to where it starts to affect your employment. Now, I believe it can only be controlled to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To where you can say if there's dating, maybe there's dating, but long as the dating is kept confidential or whatever, or kept down on, I don't want to say on a down low, but it's kept in such a discreet way that it doesn't affect any of your coworkers or anybody else around you. Because that's some of the things that could be grounds for dismissal.
Absolutely. And you have all valid points, babe. And I think again, this is another tough one. We've had some tough ones tonight.
Oh yeah.
I think that first of all, I think it's very difficult to legally enforce something like that. I'm not an attorney. I said I think. I'm sure that most places of work, places of employment have some sort of policy, but how much can you actually enforce something like that? People fall in love all the time on the job. Affairs happen all the time on the job. It's just when you're working with individuals and you're in that space for 7, 8, 10 hours, 12 hours, it can very easily happen that people connect in a deeper sense than just a friendship. I think though, like you said, babe, it's very tough because what happens if that relationship goes awry? You're bringing your drama now into the workforce, right? It can affect your job performance. It can affect how the company looks, right? I think, however, in this Me Too movement, I think companies are trying to get a little bit more of a stronghold. So if relationships don't work out, then one person can accuse the other person of, say, sexual harassment or something like that, which has happened in the past. People hook up at the job, it doesn't work out. What am I going to do? I'm bitter now. I'm petty. Oh, I'm going to HR and I'm reporting this individual. So again, I think with the Me Too movement, I think it has made a lot of companies and corporations, et cetera, get a little bit tougher, which I think is great, needed, because some things absolutely do need to be enforced. But to say that people can't date outside of the workforce, coworkers can't get married, I don't know.
It's a little bit too much, control.
I think that is a little bit too much control.
Yeah.
I think that there is. But again, I do believe I do know that there are companies out there that do have policies like that. And I
guess sometimes it gets to that level to when it arises to a level to where there's some kind of conflict from it.
Yeah.
Then I guess, because I can't say, because I'm pretty sure in high schools I did hear of teachers shouldn't be dating each other, just different things like that. So, can they do that? I don't know. Can they do it legally? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it does seem like something that's a little bit on a control, but I guess, and we do all know and understand why they do it, because of the fact of you have people that just don't know how to break away from each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
That's true.
Yeah, and it happens no matter what workplace you're in, no matter where you are, it happens, and it's a shame that it does, but it does.
Yeah. So I think my answer to this question is no, I don't think that there should be a dating policy in the workplace. I don't think so. I think that that's really overstepping that employer's position. And I think companies, organizations, they have to realize that people are going to hook up, bottom line, especially people that, spend so much time together. They're going to hook up. So I think companies, organizations should have some sort of training. Maybe training is not the right word. Maybe some sort of, I don't know, class, if you will, quote unquote class, once every 6 months or something like that, just so if it does happen, how can we, come back into the workplace without carrying that baggage into the workplace as coworkers who used to be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. I think that would benefit the employees a lot, but I do not think that that's the job's place to say who should date who. And no, I don't think that that's cool at all. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, we do have a
Mhm.
caller in there, and I do see our guest in the green room over there. So, Mike, if you can hear us, could you do a wave with your hand over there? Yeah, that's my boy Mike. I see him on there, so he's working in there. So we'll have him at the top of the hour. And we also have another write-in, Michelle. I think there needs to be there needs to be superiors and subordinates dating can pose a problem.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a good point. I didn't think about that. Like the level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should bosses be,
100% agreed.
dating those that they supervise over?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a different place.
Yeah, you took it to a different level. That was yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good one. No, absolutely not on that. No. We not gonna have that special relationship just benefit one person. Nah. No. Why are you getting raises? Why are
Exactly.
you getting all these days off?
Exactly.
No.
That's where it comes in.
Yeah. So I think for that, for sure, like that should be a policy.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
That was great. Yeah,
Hey
that
guys,
was
we
a
get
good
like I
point.
said, we're getting to the top of the hour almost, and we got one more question I want to ask you guys out there tonight. Make sure you check us out. I'm sorry about the phone lines acting up a little because I wanted to get some other calls in there because we did have some calls that were popping up. So here we go. Let's get the last one in before the 7 o'clock hour here. And should you or shouldn't you have the right to wear a wedding ring if you're married? Now, a lot of you out there, you know what I mean. I mean, like,
walk out this house if you want to without that ring. I'll see what.
Now,
A
lot of people, they
come
get
back
married
with a nub.
and they wear the wedding ring, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, the wedding ring is not there anymore. So, and, as you can see in this picture where the guy's slipping it off. But let me ask you guys, is it or is it not kosher? Oh, cool. To not wear your wedding ring if you're married.
Like I said, I dare you. That's all I'm saying. I dare you. Now, walk out this house without a wedding ring if you want to and see what happens.
No, I
There's
agree.
Gonna be some problems. However, though, I think if because there are truly, honestly, there are people who do not like to wear jewelry, men and women. So I think if that's discussed prior to, listen, I don't like that jewelry on my fingers. They don't wear rings or watches or necklaces or anything like that. Then absolutely have at it, if you're not comfortable. But if one day you're wearing it and the next day you're not, then we're gonna have some issues. Absolutely. But if there is no valid point to you not wearing your wedding ring, then you better put that bad boy on and keep it on at all times and never take it off. Never ever. Never ever.
No, I agree with you to a certain extent, only because the fact of if you wore the wedding ring to say your vows or to get married or ABCD, then you need to wear it during your relationship with this individual. So I mean, you can't just say, okay, on the big day I'm going to wear this thing. Then you know what is that happened last week, so it's time for me to take this thing off. But I get it. People do lose their rings totally on certain things. Things happen. But the thing about it is, do what you can to replace it, because that shows the magnitude of when you walk out of this house that she knows at least that he's wearing something, and he has the dignity to say that, okay, somebody's going to say, oh, I didn't know you were married. Oh, I didn't know you were married. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. But if you don't have it on, that sends that first signal, that first antennae up there to where they're saying, you know what, this is free bait right here. And that's where it all begins.
I agree. And I also think though, you know, and vice versa, you know, as a woman, give your husband or wife that security of knowing that, listen, they're wearing this symbol, because that's what it is. It's a symbol of our love, of our commitment. That's what rings are, right? But I do think, however, again, if it in the very beginning, if you did not share that, if there wasn't any part of the ceremony of a ring sharing of rings, then you're fine. But also, to piggyback off of what you just said, babe, sometimes that ring attracts some folk. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you cute, you fine, and you're caught. Let me see if I can catch you.
Yeah, like bees to honey.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm with it.
Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Somebody better call or hop on or comment, do something. Take this man.
Somebody on the board wrote, the wedding ring is symbolic. What matters most is the commitment to one another, wedding ring or not. People wearing wedding rings still display questionable behavior.
That's true. Absolutely. That is true. And it's like I just said, sometimes this right here is a magnet. You know, it is. It's a magnet. And sometimes man or woman will wear this ring just to get that attention. Attention. You know,
100% agree.
Because not everyone is committed to their relationship, or not everyone is committed to their marriage. So yeah, so this may not mean anything at all.
Well, guys, like I said, a full half hour here that we had on the show tonight. It's an hour show, and we want to get some feedback from you guys. You guys had it buzzing on the board. There were other writings on the wall. There were calls coming in. Sorry about the calls I couldn't get to. But like I said, at the top of the hour, you always bring our guest in at the 7 o'clock hour. And this guest that we have for you guys tonight, are you okay over there?
Yeah,
she's having that hot flash. Thank God I don't do that. But anyway, like I said, our guest tonight, this guy's a phenomenal guy. I've talked to him many times before. I also run a podcast as well that gets that I'm known on this other podcast heavily. It's called Steeler Nation Live, where we do a lot of things for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He stopped by a couple of times in the studio, you know, audio wise with us. Phenomenal guy. And I love a lot about this guy is the fact that, you know what, this guy shows determination. He shows the will and mind of what it is to get to what you want or what you need in life, and the obstacles that he's went through to get there. So we're gonna bring him right on there. So here we go. I got a little intro for him. Every step in life has a starting point. A point to where only you can direct the direction where you want to go in your life. But when you finally start giving up on yourself, you will soon blossom. And also have the mental fortitude to continue on, to do greater things in life, to conquer things you never thought you would conquer before, and to look back on things and look at what your successes could be. Never forgetting where you came from. It all burns within, and the fire still rages. Welcome to Hot Topics with him or her. Our guest tonight, Mike Lee, 12-time physique champion and fitness coach. Yeah.
Hello there. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be with you guys this beautiful evening.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Absolutely. So again, for me, it's absolutely officially wonderful to meet you. I know that I've heard wonderful stuff about you from this guy over here and you being on Steeler Nation Live. So again, I'm so glad that you have been able to take the time and join us on Hot Topics with him and her. And I really, really, really am interested because the before and after pictures, man, please let's go. Let's get into it. Let's go. No. What I'm saying is we're about to get into how to get there because that's crazy.
Yeah, Mike, let everybody know. I mean, because I know you, and I know your history and how you evolved to where you got to. But let everybody know how did this journey begin? How did this fitness journey begin for you?
So it all started back in 1979 with my mom and dad getting together. It basically started back in probably back in 2005. Unfortunately, my father, he passed away from complications with diabetes type 2. At that time, I didn't really know much about that condition, that disease. And then I began to educate myself because I had just discovered that I too was starting to gain a lot of weight after being honorably discharged from the Army and just dealing with some health conditions with my knee, with asthma. And I was kind of using that as a excuse not to work out and not to get fit.
I think you're still there. We can hear you. You still
Can you
there,
hear me?
Mike? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So after my dad passed away, it was, everybody got those moments of life. You get a wake up call, eureka moment, whatever you want to call it. And it just made me kind of reevaluate everything about my fitness. So moved out to spent a kind of few years in the wilderness there, just kind of depressed because I lost my dad, and eventually just found my way, moved out to Colorado, and I just immediately just began to eat healthier and work out. I mean, I started out with just like this little gym inside of my day job, and I go down there for lunch. I hit a little 20-30 minute workout after work sometimes, and one thing led to another. I just fell in love with fitness, and my doctor was like, all your health markers have definitely improved. I was borderline diabetic, and all of that improved. And that was one big thing that I learned about diabetes too, is that it's similar to cancer, where you can drive it into remission with proper eating and a proper healthy lifestyle. And and then that led to like people complimenting me on my physique and asking me, do I compete in these physique competitions? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I heard of Mr. Olympia and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but that was a long time ago. And I just jumped in a local show and I won the show my first time out, and the rest is kind of history. Became a 12-time physique champion, a world champion back in 2017. I wrote a book called Five Fit Rules, and it just helps people kind of gives them the basic steps to go from where they're at today to where they want to be fitness wise. And it's just been an incredible journey, from sponsorships to touring with different sponsors. Just lots of opportunities. I've been on national TV, local TV, and it's been quite a journey since 2010.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
like
incredible.
I said, the guy went through a long journey of the things that he's done. And you know what, Mike? Now, there are a lot of people out there who, they take nutritional value of like what they do and how they work out or whatever. Now, and a lot of people don't have that patience. That's the problem, I think. A lot of people don't have the patience, and they sit back and they let go of things. And like how that goes. At the beginning of the year, you work out for what? January, and then before you know it, by January 15th, you already eating a hamburger and a hot dog. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is,
Yeah.
let me ask you, how long did it take into your journey before you started seeing those results?
Yeah. So for me, it's like anything in life. When you get fed up with something, it's like there's no change in your mind. When that switch gets flipped, you just go all in, and that's what it was like in 2010 for me. Like I said, I was in a state of depression basically from the time my dad passed in 2005 to me moving out here to Colorado in 2010. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm never turning back. I'm going to flip that switch and I'm going to hit the ground running. So, I would start small, 30-minute workout, but it definitely was like a change in my diet. So cutting back on the fast food, cutting back on the sugar. I have a mean sweet tooth, so that was really challenging. I'm a sucker for some cookies and honey buns and
Man, shoot.
man. Yep. Yeah, and at the time, my spouse, she was like baking cakes and stuff. And yeah, she was baking these elaborate decorative cakes, and I'm like the tester. I'm like testing all the little scraps
Right.
that come off the cake.
Right.
So yeah, it was some challenges, but I just it's that consistency. How do you chop an oak tree down? It's just one strike at a time, and that's how you get to the body that you want. It's not gonna happen overnight. There's no magic weight loss pill. There's no you see the Slim Trim the body
Right.
shapers. You can't contour your way there. You might get hired Dr. Miami. He can shape a little off here and there, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's sweat equity. You got to sweat your way to the body that you really want, and the state of health. More importantly, the state of health that you really want. So that's what it was about. Just straight up consistency for all those years.
Wow.
That's crazy. And because we do want people to get your book, read your book, so we don't want you to give away too many tips, but I heard you say, it's sweat and tears and dedication going for all of this time. Is it okay, you know what? I've been doing this for, I don't know, a year, 2 years. So it has become such an entrenched habit in your life. Is it a habit? What is it? What is it that keeps you going year after year and month after month of this health and greatness?
It's several things. I mean, I have 3 children. Well, they're not so small children anymore. They're 19, 18, and 17.
Okay.
But, just to live to see my grandchildren one day, you look around the world and you got to think we're just coming out of the pandemic, or we're still in the pandemic. I don't know how you want to view
Right.
it, but, a lot of people, we were sitting at home, like our gyms were closed. So I personally hate working out at home. I love the feeling of just getting outside the house, going to the gym. And prior to that, like America, we were already having a kind of an obesity epidemic. And so, us, those kind of the lockdown, different things of that nature, gyms being closed, that kind of pushed a lot of people over the edge a bit. We average American is about 20 pounds overweight. So that may be pushed us to that 25. So now we got to we had work to do before. Now we got a little more work to do,
Absolutely.
But so that's what I set out as a goal. I was like, I just want to, I want to lose 20 pounds. And then you just set realistic goals. Like, okay, I may want to do a pound a week. I'm not gonna be too aggressive. I'm gonna lose and keep off a pound a week. And you set realistic goals for that. There may be 3 workouts a week. There may be 4 workouts a week. That may be you riding past McDonald's and saying, "Hey, I'm not stopping by today." A couple times a week. Passing up that Starbucks, passing up, those Skittles or whatever, whatever advice you have. And it's really just a real smart and realistic approach and something that you can maintain and sustain. And that's what hangs up a lot of people. They go on these crash diets. It's like, I'm never eating this again. I'm never eating that again.
Yeah.
Well, never is a really definitive term that, never really happens because people often go back to their habits. So, but
Yeah.
you just do it, and that was my whole approach. Just something realistic I can stick with. Yep, I can lift weights 3 times a week. Yep, I can go for a run on 3 times
Yep.
a week, and then you're just tracking. But see, I give y'all all the secrets. I don't, I give you the secrets. You buy the book, you have the secrets in the book form. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
And Mike, also I wanted to ask you about now you've done a lot of competition, and I've seen, if you follow him, make sure we want to get all the ways people can follow you and different things like that as well on the different outlets. But a lot of things that you were doing while you were getting ready for certain competitions and then winning some of those. I mean, what is the mindset going into competitions? I mean, brother, to come from where you came from and to have that, like you said, pre-diabetic and then having a father that dealt with that as well. And we all know that thing is like the family bloodline type thing. And now you having that, and you dealing with that, and now you turned yourself into a champion, really. What's the mindset for that?
I'm competitive by nature, and kind of the nature of I guess bodybuilding is you versus you. Is you on stage? Like, you can't control who's coming to these shows. It's not like football where the Bills and the Rams playing tonight. You know who the quarterback is. You know who the running back is. You know who the coach is. You know who the coach's son is. But for bodybuilding, it's really like you versus you. Like, you do your first show, and then like you're saying, okay, how can I improve? Do I need to be leaner? Do I need to, add something to my shape? Do I need to pose better or whatever? So that's how I've always seen it. It's like, at the end of the day, end of the competition, I can't control who shows up or who doesn't show up, but I can control like how I look versus how I looked at my last show, and how I performed, and like my poise on stage and different things like that. So yeah, then it's like I said, and it all boils down to consistency.
That's incredible. Incredible. So listen, do you allow yourself to have a cheat day? And what would be your cheat day go-to food?
Well, there are many. I love cheesecake. I love cookies. I love cake. I love German chocolate cake. I love carrot cake.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah, everything in moderation. I know I have to be careful because of my genetics, that my body, when I eat sugar, it likes to say, "Oh, I love this. I'm not letting it go. I'm not burning it. You're going to have to work harder to burn this off because we like this." And that's just my genetic makeup. But my genetic makeup also was that I can build muscle fairly rapidly without the use of, anabolic or illegal steroids. And
that's what I like about you, brother.
That's incredible. That's
Now,
absolutely
and I see a lot of people don't realize it. This, you know what I mean? When they see that, it's like, this guy's got to be juicing. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. It's like a guy who does it naturally, and who puts that determination, that mindset to put that out there, brother. I mean, much congratulations to you and the things that you've done to get yourself to that level. I'm truly amazed, brother. And I mean, you deserve all the kudos for doing that. And that's why we want people. That's why I wanted to get you on the show. I said, this guy he's a phenomenal show. I always thought about you from back in the day, because the commitment that you put in. And I said, you know what? And you answered it right there. Only you, when you battling yourself, only you can decide how far you're going to go, how far things are going to go. And it's a true determination story, brother. And I love it.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And as I'm sitting here and I'm listening, it's my husband. He is on this healthcare kick, and I'm telling you, my man is doing it. My man is doing it.
Yeah, baby.
And I just
you about to break the camera there, man.
I'm trying to.
That's all balled up socks in there, baby.
he is doing amazing, and he is looking amazing. And I feel like, okay, Val, come on, you got to get on this bandwagon. I just recently I quit smoking. It's been a couple couple months, and I'm okay. So you got that out the way. Now let's get this health thing down, and let's lose some weight. And I'm not there. I'm one of them people. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna get there, but I really need to get there. And the husband is like, babe, it's a great day to go for a walk. I ain't going for a walk tonight. I don't care that the sun is shining and it's beautiful 75 degrees out. I want to sit here and watch my show right now. So if this is, with him and listening to you, I'm really starting to get excited and, like, okay, come on, Val, let's do this. Let's. So I'm sure not only am I thinking that, but a lot of people that are watching are thinking that too, that it's, it's a mindset, like you said. And once it clicks, this is what I'm going to do. You're going to do it, and you're going to stick to it. And there's going to be, highs and lows on that journey, like anything else. So that's motivational. So thank you. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm proud of you guys. It's every great thing started with something really small and started with even an idea. So just to have that thought of, wanting to reach a certain goal is amazing. And, I know you guys are gonna achieve that. And I just think reward yourself, give yourself something to look forward to. That kind of kept me inspired. Like I knew that I had a photo shoot, or I had, a vacation, or I had a competition coming up, and I would, use those things as motivation, along with obviously, the unfortunate demise of my dad, just knowing like, okay, I don't want that to be my story. Like, every day is a blank canvas, and like I'm gonna write my story on there. I'm gonna paint my story on there, and I don't want diabetes to be, part of my story. Me overcoming it, yes, but me, falling victim to it, no. So
that's awesome.
That's what it's all about.
That's write your own story. I know that's right.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Right.
You know what? Like I said, we're just about to the end of the interview, brother. And dude, much kudos to you for coming on tonight. And like I said,
Yes,
you were one of the brothers that I love out there. I like talking to you all the time, brother. But one of the things is I want to know, how can people continue to follow you, and what ways can they reach out to you, and how can they get your book? So that's one of the main things.
Yeah, if you go to Instagram, if you go to Mike Lee Fit Life on Instagram, I have a link right under my bio. It has links to my story, it has links to my book. If you want to sign up for coaching, online coaching, I have that, where I create customized meal plans, workout plans for folks. We can get into that too. So that's basically kind of my main portal there. I got workout videos on my Instagram page. So Mike Lee Fit Life on Instagram is the primary place you can reach me, contact me, or follow me. Yeah.
That's
it.
That's
awesome. That's awesome.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Mike,
Check him out for sure.
Mike, like we said, phenomenal interview, brother. Much love to you. We appreciate you stopping by Hot Topics with him and her.
Thank you.
And brother, God bless you. God bless your wife too, and the things you do. Tell her if she wants some cake, and I'll test a little bit too, brother.
Appreciate that, and I wish you guys much success on your renewed fitness journey. And I love that you guys are doing it together, because you can lean on each other in those tough times. You can snatch those cookies away from each other, snatch that special person off the couch,
Right.
That game going to overtime. Look, we can walk and watch this game.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, man. All right, my brother. Hey, stay in touch, brother. Hey, love you. And we're going to make sure that we get support for your book and everything. And matter of fact, I'm going to purchase one myself, man. I got you, brother.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for having me on. And love you guys, and keep doing the good work.
Thank you. And hopefully we can get you back on sometime soon. That would be amazing.
Yeah. I'm just a phone call away. Anytime.
Awesome.
Take care of yourself, Mike.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, like we said, this guy, he was a phenomenal guy, a phenomenal talent. And, this, like I said, he showed you the will and the determination of
all natural.
All natural. If you do put your mind to something and you do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And no matter what. I mean, you've seen his before and after pictures. I had them up on the screen, and from where he came from. I mean, you know,
Incredible.
it's hard to imagine. And like I said, when you see a guy looking like this,
That's the same person.
yeah,
That's the same person. That's incredible.
yeah. I mean, this guy is phenomenal, down to earth, and that's the one thing I do love about him. Is
Yeah.
down to earth, very nice guy. As you can see, genuinely nice guy. And Mike, again, thanks for coming on, Mike
Yes,
Lee.
thank you for blessing us with your presence. Thank you. Thank you. Very inspiring. So now, like I said, my amazing, sexy arse husband, he's been on this kick for a minute, and he's this journey for him has been great. And I can see the fruits of his hard labor. And I guess it's just spring. Every girl says, oh, I got to get that summer body right. Well, I think now I just need to start just getting healthy, start getting in the mindset before winter comes, and then you get stuck in that that winter blah where you don't want to go anywhere, you don't want to do anything. So yeah, so hopefully, like me, a lot of you have watched this and have gotten inspired and said, you know what, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's be healthier. Because, like he said, that's where it really originally, that journey started for him, was to be healthy because of the passing of his dad. And, sometimes it's not all about the physical. It's not all about the physique. It's what's happening on the inside. Diabetes, all kind of, high cholesterol. There's many things, inside in our body alerts us that, listen, you got to do, got to do something just a little different.
Yeah,
different.
And that's why we do the show, like I said, not for the love of like what we like, the topics that come out of, and just hear different things from people, but it's the fact of like we bring on guests so that you can learn something, like this one. It brings on determination, shows you what, if you put time into something, where it can go. Yeah, the dedication to something, and especially your kids, they're looking at some guy like this who, just said, you woke up one day and just said, I had enough.
Yeah,
I had enough of looking like this.
Yeah.
So let me change it.
Yeah.
And the only person who could change it is you.
Yeah.
So he proved that as well.
Absolutely. It just, I think it just, he cemented, the mind is such a powerful, powerful, powerful tool. And once you say, I'm going to use it this way and that way and this way and that, man, it can take you on a hell of a journey for sure.
Yeah, the mind's a powerful thing.
It is. It's a very powerful tool. Very powerful tool. So yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Hey guys, like I said, we're to the end of the hour here on Hot Topics with Him and Her. I want to thank you guys on all the different outlets that was watching, YouTube, what was this? Facebook, Twitter. My eyes are all over the place. I mean, but they're all over the place. Guys riding on the board, we want to thank you as well. Most of all, I want to thank Mike Lee for stopping by the studio tonight.
You again for blessing us.
Much love to Mike. Like he said, go out, go buy his book, go look for him on Twitter as well. Mike Lee Fitness.
Yes. And also, you will see from time to time beautiful, jewelry that I wear. If any of these pieces interest you, I can't guarantee that you will have the same piece or pieces that I wear, but please check out Deborah Tisdale every Saturday on Facebook at 11 a.m.
That's true.
As she shows her bling, and she brings you her bling live.
Weekend Bling with Deb.
Weekend Bling with Deb. So make sure that you tune in, because I wear only her stuff. This is the only thing I wear is Weekend Bling with Deb. So if you ever see anything, you say, oh, Val, that's cute. Well, I'm telling you where to go. If you can't get this, you can get something like it. But I'm telling you where to go. Every Saturday, 11 a.m.
Yep,
we can bling with Deb.
Hey, guys, like we said, another show in the book. I want to thank you guys most of all for stopping by Hot Topics with Him and Her. Till we see you next time.
Bye-bye.